news from her, so I don't know what's her situation now.
Okay, so the one whom you've been talking before that, uh, it's like you have misunderstanding, or let's say if you have scheduled activity to do, however, your ex-girlfriend tend to, feel not wanting to do it or go with that particular activity or plan scheduled. Is she the first girlfriend or your second ex-girlfriend?
She is my first girlfriend.
And well, I just wanted to connect this. I think you also mentioned before that you cannot forget the first girlfriend. You
Yep.
okay? So she's your is she the one who already got married?
Yep, she is.
Okay.
And
So
I knew her husband.
serious.
We,
Okay. So
yeah,
what's the feeling?
we were in the same school,
Mm-hmm.
and her husband is younger than us. And in that time, he is one of her friends, and uh, he know we are already together, so he has no opportunities to 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 show his feeling to
Mm-hmm.
my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, after a few years, when I broke up with her,
Mm-hmm.
he immediately starting.
Courting her.
Yeah, yeah, that's what happened.
Okay, so what did you feel upon knowing that he tried or he started courting your ex-girlfriend?
At first, I thought, um, as I felt unhappy. Um, but after a while, I think why not? Why they can't together? They can't have relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is no reason they can't do that. So yeah, so be it.
Okay. So on that part, upon knowing that your girlfriend or your ex-girlfriend has a new, um, there's someone who's gonna court her. So were you already on a on a relationship with your fiance when you know that?
Uh, yes, but not with my fiance, with my second girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my fiance is my third girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So at first, you're in denial,
Hmm.
but then you realize that why they cannot, right? So
Yeah.
you are already together with your second ex-girlfriend during
Yeah.
that time,
So
right?
yeah,
Were you invited on her wedding?
not really. We have no communication after we broke up, but we have mutual friends, so sometimes I can hear her news from them.
Okay, so that's the time when you knew that.
Mm.
Okay. Does she have any hard feelings from you when you broke up?
Yep. She was trying to fix it,
Mm-hmm.
and she even begged me to give her one more opportunity. Mm, Yeah, but I insist on my decision. So yeah,
Wow, you have a very hard.
yeah, because I don't think there would have anything change between us. So yeah, it just waste our time. Not only me, but also her.
So it's like you've already foresee your future that it's not a healthy.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm just thinking because if you mentioned she begged to for the two of you to fix your relationship, but you really stick to your decision. Is it hard when you really say no to her on that moment when she's begging you?
Of course, she even went to my hometown to visit me and want to talk to me face to face.
Okay.
Yeah, but I feel sad as well. I also feel sad, but I keep thinking the consequence. If I say yes, then um, what's the outcome? If I say no, is it the best option for us? I keep thinking that's that. So, in conclusion, I still think broke up is the best option for us.
So you never give her a second chance to prove herself.
Actually, uh it's already the second chance.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I broke up with her twice, and at the first time, when she tried uh, to fix it, I say yes, okay, let's try it again. But after a while, I don't think uh, I don't think it worked. So yeah, I broke up with her again.
Okay, so for the first broke up that you had, did she beg also, or who initiated that? Did you try, or is she the one? Okay.
Yeah, she's the one.
Okay. So it's like you're already on that moment, or she reached her limit, that it's over. Okay. Wow. You're the man.
I also feel so sad because I don't want to hurt her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, for good, I think yeah, it's the thing we need to do.
Okay. So when you really say no in that moment, is that when you had parting ways, is it do you have understanding that we could no longer be together? Of course, she had a hard feelings for you, but how you part ways, is it in good terms, or she just left after begging you and you say no?
I try to be nice to her. Like I took her to a restaurant. We have dinner and we have conversations, just like we are good friends. and and then yeah, I try to make sense to her,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and even she felt sad and she had tears, but I still try to make sense to her.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just something like, just kind of like I try to persuade her to accept the truth.
Okay.
Yeah, so anyway, I just sent her back, and we have no longer have communication with each other.
Okay. So that's the last time. During that time, is social media already um, famous during that time when you broke up?
Um, on the Facebook, I think.
Okay. So are you friends on Facebook? Of course.
Oh, before, yeah, but
So,
after that, no.
so
I think she blocked me.
okay, I knew it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, of course, if you know you're on a relationship and you feel hurt, so you really tend to remove all connections from that person, so including social media.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, so I just have a friend who would just, knowingly that they already broke up. I even asked her, "Hey, can you say regards for me to your partner?" And she said, "We're no longer together." So it's like, seriously? So then I asked them if are you still having communication through Facebook or not, and she said, "I don't know if we're already." You know, she blocked me or not. They're both females.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned her partner. So
Mm.
so there. Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of friends who are like that. They're both females. So one from my previous job and one from in my hometown. But for that, friends that I have, they're still together. So
Mm.
yeah, it's just sad to think that I've been friends with them, but eventually they're no longer together. So there. Okay,
Okay.
so just to correct your sentence here, Sean.
Okay.
So you mentioned here, I think it is really hard, especially when you really used to love the other one. So instead of using the other one, you could just say used to love that person.
Okay. That person.
Yeah. So it's better if you just go directly with the right word, to describe it.
Okay.
Love that person. That person. Then it is because that you do not want. So here, it's better if you're gonna say this. It doesn't mean that you want to hurt her, but you had already knew that there is no future for you. In that case, either you decide to find a way out or you just waste time. You just waste time for each other.
It doesn't mean that you want to hurt her.
Okay, so I think it is really hard, especially when you're really used to love that person, and it doesn't mean that you want to hurt her, but you had already knew there is no future for you. In that case, either you decide to find a way out or you just waste your time or waste time for each other. You waste your time hold on. Either you decide to find a way out or you just waste time for each other. Okay, that's better. Okay, can you go ahead and read it, Shaun?
I think it is really hard, especially when you really used to love that person. It doesn't mean that you want to hurt her, but you had already knew there is no future for you. In that case, either you decide to find a way out or you just waste time for each other.
Okay, there we go. So before we move on with the fourth question, I just wanted to correct this also.
Okay.
So in the end of the year, there are a lot of tasks to do. You mentioned this. So instead of end, it's actually at the end of the year.
Okay. Yeah, it's the end of year.
Then before the year ends. There. Okay, so for question number 4, can you read it please and the answer?
How do you deal with someone who is trying to pick a fight with you? I will not move forward I will not move forward first unless he already did it. Besides, I will evaluate the situation that if I can beat the guy or not. If I can't, I will definitely try to avoid the fight.
Okay. So on what part of the episode this scene might have happened or it had happened?
In which episode?
Or on which part on the episode 5 this scenario took place?
Oh, there is a weird woman in the laundry room
Okay.
try to get Rachel's machine.
Okay. So at first, how are you gonna say the reaction, or how are you gonna evaluate the reaction of Rachel when that woman tried to take her machine?
She failed. She tried to make sense to that woman. She told her she already put her basket on top, but the weird woman told her no stop, no say. And I think since Rachel is a laundry virgin, didn't know it's real or not. So she just accepted and walked away.
Okay. So it means she's still not used to, she doesn't know the rules, right? So whatever, on that situation, it's just like she'll just say yes, right? Because she doesn't know the rules yet.
Yeah.
But after, same woman, so what did she do? After, finishing her laundry?
She has courage to argue with that woman. Yeah, and I think it's because Rose would back her up, so she has courage to do it.
Okay.
And finally, she successfully uh, get her uh, card back.
I'm sorry.
Card?
Yes.
What's the card?
Yeah, it's a card. Okay. So for that woman who tried to take Rachel's machine, she said that, well, her basket is on top of it. It's just that there's no suds on top. So additional vocabulary words, it's actually suds. Do you know what suds means?
I think it means detergent.
Okay. Did you put that on your vocabulary words? No, you didn't. But the word detergent is here.
I just erased it before.
Oh, you did.
So.
Okay. Well, suds or detergent can be the same.
Okay, but suds comes from where? From America?
Well, the word suds, it's actually short for, it's more of bubbles, soap.
Okay.
Yeah. So, if, that woman just saw a basket of Rachel, but without soap in it, so that's the reason why she claims that she could take that machine. But then when Ross mentioned to the woman that you put the basket on top of it, then that's her machine, right? And the woman did not already, let's say anything and just left or remove her clothes out from the machine. Alright, so let's go back to question number 4. So when have you experienced trying to pick a fight before, or recently? Have you had any experience of having a fight?
Not really. I only try to pick a fight first when I was drunk, and I didn't know.
Okay.
I just noticed after I wake up. My friends told me, "Hey, you tried to pick a fight with someone last night," and I say, I totally have no idea what happened.
Okay. So it really happens when you're really drunk. You cannot really remember.
Yeah, it is. it really happens to me.
Okay. Now, maybe there's a reason why you drank heavily during that time. Is there any reason why?
Um, I don't think there was any specific reason,
Mm.
but there were a lot of uh, friends. We went to have drink together. I think we just too happy to enjoy the moment, so we keep drinking. I think that's the only reason.
Okay. Okay, yeah, but normally, so it's just like for you to unwind, to relax.
Mhm.
So if that's the case, then you're trying to relax, then you keep on drinking and drinking, you know, without knowing what's gonna happen next.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So you cannot really remember anything. Have you hurt yourself? Do you know,
No.
upon waking up, do you
I
feel,
try to recall it, but
yeah.
totally have no idea.
But I mean, are you hurt? Do you have any wounds on your head or on your face?
No, because uh, at the moment, my friends prevent it happen. He said sorry to the one I tried to fight with.
Okay.
Yeah, and he took me away immediately.
Okay.
So yeah, good for me.
Well, that's a good thing that you have friends with you.
Yeah,
Because if you're alone, who knows what's gonna happen.
yeah. I already wasted. I don't think I have any ability to fight with anyone.
Okay. Okay. So, is this the first time you try to pick a fight? Or is there any incident that happened again that you didn't remember?
As I know, that's the only time I try to pick fight with someone first.
Okay. How about someone tried to pick a fight with you?
Yeah, when I was in junior high school. Yeah, and but we still had no fight eventually because I think I tried to get my friends to protect me.
Okay.
So yeah, it didn't happen.
So, did it happen in your school or outside your campus?
Mm, the scene happens in my school. When I was in junior high school, we all lived in the school. There is a dorm in the school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, were you brought to the principal's office?
What kind of principal?
Oh, okay. It's the head of the school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, principal, we call that's the head of the school.
Okay. And you say, do we?
Were you brought to the principal's office or to the office of or the head office of the head of the school?
mm, you mean the location?
Yeah. If you have a fight at school
Yeah.
and you were reported, so
Oh,
definitely they're gonna bring you to the principal's office and have it discussed? What happened? Why? Who started?
It's it happens on our school, and some students often be there because they kept fighting with someone time to time.
Okay. So going back, were you brought to the principal's office?
Me?
Yeah.
Nope. I didn't have fight with anyone, so I won't be there.
Okay. Okay, so here just a note. So I already wasted and so on. So I am.
And already wasted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so here. So in this case, you still try to check, or like you mentioned, try to evaluate the situation if you can, if you can, fight that person. But if it's like you're the underdog, then you will just, move backward, or you will not. You will just leave the fight or avoid it.
Yeah.
Well, of course, it's different if you're get drunk.
Yeah.
But
It's totally different.
But have you ever tried to pick a fight because of your girlfriend or your ex-girlfriend?
Nope.
Okay.
Why? Because there is someone try to do something with my girlfriend.
Maybe, or maybe you're already in a relationship, but there is still third party who wanted to court your ex-girlfriend.
Oh.
Did it happen?
No, it's not happened on me.
Alright, so let's move on to fifth question.
Okay. Do you think Rachel can prove to everyone that she can really live on her own? Why or why not? No, I do not think she can prove it because she can't even do laundry on her own. How can she survive on her life alone?
Survive on her life alone?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, you've already judged Rachel. It's just her first time, doing a laundry.
Yeah.
But then, of course, mistakes are there for you to learn, right? So maybe, who knows, after her first laundry mistakes, then definitely she knows already what to do next. What do you think? So you will not really give Rachel any chance that she could prove herself? She could prove...
Not after she had done her first laundry. It's not enough.
Okay. You're so judgmental for me.
I think I'm just practical.
Okay. So if that's the case, then maybe you could tell to Rachel, why don't you just go home with your dad, and accept a convertible versus
Okay, in the other way, I would suggest her uh, to do more activities which she haven't tried before, so she can learn. And after she learn more stuff, I think she can try to prove herself to her parents.
Okay. So you cannot be one of Rachel's friends then. Or you can, but you are more of like the negative one.
A strict person, I would say
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's better than negative. Or you're the one who will tell her just give up. So it seems that you mentioned this before on the assessment that you don't care if your friends will get hurt as long as you tell them the truth.
Mm.
Okay, so here, how can she survive on her life alone? Or how can she survive on her own?
On her own.
Yeah. Just to make it simple, if you
Okay.
could just remove this. Alright, next question.
Are you living on your own? If yes, describe the challenges you have gone through. Yes, I am. I live in our company's dorm on my own. I only live with my girlfriend on weekends. It's really not a problem to me because I live on my own since I went to college.
Okay. So it's like you've already overcome any challenges.
Yeah, I think any problems I would encounter, I al I'm already encountered them before.
I'm sorry. I am already encountered them before.
Yeah.
Can you give me some of the examples or these challenges that you've already encountered before or during your college life?
For example, uh, when you need to uh, move to another dorm or another student room, you need to pick up all of your stuff, all of your luggage, and you need to find a way to move them to the destination. So sometimes you need to ride your um, motorbike to carry them many times. Sometimes you can find someone who has car to help you out. Yeah, you just need to figure a way to do it.
Okay, so one of the challenges is for you to move your stuff or your things.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? Aside from that, can you give me top three challenges?
Okay. Second, since you live on your own, uh, you need to feed yourself by your own too, and it means you need to spend money to buy food, and if you have not enough money, you you can't get any food, especially in the end of the month. So you need to control your expense. You need to buy food in cheap price, and you need to make a good control of your expense, so you would know, you would not let yourself feel hungry. And the last one, since you live on your own, there is no one would keep reminding you to do something, like your parents are not with you, so they wouldn't know if you go to school or not. You need to prevent yourself to be a lazy bone. I mean, when the time comes, you need to go to school, you need to study, you need to prepare for the examination, and you can't keep playing video games, online games on your dorm. You need to push yourself.
Okay. Alright, so of course those are, living away from your family, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So those are the three challenges you encounter. But you said you stay on the dorm. So during weekends, do you go home?
Not really, because when I was in college, it's far from my hometown. It cost me about 6 hours to take train to go home. So I seldom go home when I was in college.
Okay. Alright. So now here, well, I know you pattern your sentence from here to this one. I am already encountered them before. So the difference on this sentence were in when you're going to use the word am and when not to use it. So here, I am already wasted. So it is actually referring to you. So
Harvested.
So it's like you are the receiver of the action. But here,
Okay.
I already encountered them before. So this, it's also verb, but then it's not directly, the action is not directly to you. It's like this encountered, it's referring to the challenges that you encountered, right? But here, the word wasted, it refers to you. Yeah, so in this sentence, you don't need to use the word am. Yeah, okay, good.
Got it.
So you say that I already encountered them or those challenges before. But here, I am already wasted. So it's referring to you here for the challenges. Alrighty. So last question for tonight. No, last question, which is question number 7.
Oh, okay. What is your opinion about Monica and Joy trying to break Angela and Bob's relationship? I think it's a bit evil, but the truth is that Bob seems to have things with Monica. Not to mention Angela is the same with Joy.
Specifically, you said seems have things. What is that?
Have feelings. Bob has
Okay, so you could say that truth is that Bob seems to have feelings. So you can just say feelings with Monica, not to mention Angela is the same with Joy. You can just be more specific, because when you say have things, if they didn't watch, let's say they don't watch that particular part or episode, so if they're gonna read your sentence, it's a bit vague or it's not clear. So you could just say that I think it's a bit evil, but the truth is that Bob seems to have feelings with Monica. There. Not to mention Angela is the same with Joey, or not to mention, or you could just say Angela is still in love, or Angela still have feelings with Joy. So,
Okay.
are you in favor of this, kind of thing? You want to try to ruin a certain relationship just to get but
Not really.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would rather be another one to see.
It's actually
what's
Joy's
happening
plan,
in others.
who wanted to ruin the relationship of Bob and Angela, because he still have a feeling for Angela. So he just asked Monica to be his accomplice. Yeah, or accomplice, it's like the person who will accompany you to do the evil thing.
To be his girlfriend.
But have you encountered this in a real situation? Okay. Well, on my opinion,
Not really.
why do you have to?
If I had, I would say
to go with that instead of just try to find another closer. Exactly, right. Because you try to move on.
Yeah, so you
They're all, I think they're
you
already happy
don't
having their new
agree
partner
their behavior.
instead of trying to break their or ruin their relationship. But it's just that for me, the relationship of Angela and Bob is not that strong enough because
Yeah.
it's just easier for them to part ways, or they are easily still attached to someone even though they already have their partners or their right. Yeah, that's also the bad thing for Angela and Bob. Okay, so wow.
Yeah.
But I think in reality, for some, this happens.
It is.
Or
yeah, I think it's really happened.
in this case, it's still okay because they're just girlfriends and boyfriends. The sad thing is that if they're already married and there's a third party who wanted to break their relationship of the married couple, right? That's already a different story because they're trying exactly. They're trying to ruin their marriage just for you to be with the partner. So of course that's
it's totally different.
What's the right term? It's not illegal, but there is a really exact term for.
Yeah.
You try to separate a marriage for couple who are already married. Okay, so I might think or search on that particular word, trying to describe it. So, well, that's it for now, Shaun. Then we'll continue discussing more about this next Wednesday. All right. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great evening, Shaun. Good night. Goodbye now.
Okay.